WTI Crude Oil has had a good couple of weeks, reaching new highs in terms of price action. Can this continue? Where's the price heading next? Is it a downturn from here back to lower levels, or can we see the magic 100 hit once more? In today's chart of the week, I look at the price action to find out what could possibly happen next. Hello, I'm Stephen Hode, trader and founder of the Stop Hunter. So before we can carry on, a risk warning for you to pay close attention to. The content in this video is not investment advice, so please seek the advice, help of financial professionals or financial advisors before investing and trading. And trading and investing involves a high degree of risk, and your money is at risk, so be very careful. So with that out the way, let's get on with the analysis. Let's dig into some sentiment indicators to start with. You can see down the bottom there, seasonality looks like it's reaching its peak before possibly pulling off through October and November, so that could be a draw on the price. The two lines above that, the red line, are the large commercials on the COT, and above that is my COT index for the large speculators. And if you notice, the large speculators correlating very nicely with the price at the top, so bullish there, and the commercials backing that up, and price trading above the 200 moving average, so all looking quite rosy at the moment, but possibly slowing down with the seasonality factor coming possibly into play. So onto the Baker Hughes rig count overview and summary. Still looking very bullish, and this is a great barometer for the oil industry, how it's doing. I like to use the US line there, +5 from the prior count, +264 from the previous year. So crude oil inventories, courtesy of investing.com stats. Last few weeks have been worse than expected, and forecast for this week on the 14th, this Wednesday, is minus 4.18 million barrels. And like I said, and remind you often, that this is a tricky one to actually gauge the price direction. It's a nice to have, but like I say, hard to use. Can create short-term price volatility, if there's an outlying major actual number, but overall it's still sort of reasonably bullish and in line with what's going on at the moment. So back into the price action, and I've left on our line chart, our weekly one, the Fibonacci from the previous report I did back last month, so you could see it break through those highs around the $75, because that's left us with an upside target there of just under $92 in the much longer term. To the downside, you're probably going to get some support around that 75, because we've got a bit of noise there back in 2018-19 around those same sort of levels, and below that again we've got a lot of noise around 63, so a more serious fallback in the price back to those sort of levels, and then below that important 61.8% Fibonacci line around the 53, again with a lot of historical noise around it. But at the moment it's in a very nice bullish run up, the price of oil, since early 2020. So the daily Heikin-Ashi chart, what's it showing us? If we go to the signals, all bullish. We've got some bullish volatility going on. We've had to spike above the moving average on volume, just pulling back at the moment, but still looking reasonably bullish. Onto the price action, we're way back inside the regression bands around the mean, and we've got a bullish signal which happened a couple of weeks ago outside of the box setup, so all looking very good to the upside on the Heikin-Ashi. And the Renko chart, 50 cents blocks set there for good price action. If we go down to the signals, the stochastic starting to look a bit weaker, but we'll wait and see. We can have the price trading above there in that overbought area for a reasonable while. The regression's still bullish. The price is above the moving average, the long-term one, that's a 200, and we've got a buy signal breaking out of those two pink lines of box there, and we can see that price really pushing on high. And interestingly, again, I've left the Fibonacci's from the previous report to see whether they were actually using the lines or not, and we can see the first run up to that sort of 77, 78 area where it paused, little sell off, maybe people taking profits before it then pushing up, and currently just under 82 where there's another Fibonacci line sitting. And if it can hold and break here, then 86 and 88 the next two upsides. Downside support will be around 77 if it pulls back from here. Then we've got that 75 area where there's a lot of historical noise sitting there, and below that probably 73, 72. So at the moment, all looking very good and bullish. The only question really is that overextended to the upside? Like I said, use those technicals to time your way in and out of the trade. So based purely off the technicals, I'm going to have to give a bullish overall opinion. The sentiment backing that up as well, good from the COT and the rig counts and inventories. Seasonality maybe weakening off a bit, but still bullish overall. Now the price has pushed on up quite considerably, so that might bring in some weakness to the price, so we might see some sell-offs. A fundamental shift might see it pull back further, but if we dig into the targets, it's not as good as what it was a few weeks ago because of that bullish, spike in the prices, but still some reasonable risk return there. 1.4, 2.1 to the upsides if you're being more aggressive, and to the downside still a bit there, 1.1, 1.75 to 1, so still something there for the bears, but at the moment it's looking very strong and very bullish. So WTI crude oil, purely from the technical analysis, still very bullish. Let me know in the comments below whether you think this analysis is still holding. Will it continue? Can it get to 100? Let me know in those comments below. Let me know what you think and where you think things are going next. If you've liked today's technical analysis in the video, I'm going to put a link in the description below for you to follow if you want to learn more. And if you've liked today's video, please give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons to receive future notification of content I'm going to produce just like this. And all that's left for me to say now is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.